Welcome.
You are watching Line Screw 1.
Well, hello tubers, hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe. This is the first night of me on the road, and of course my plans went complete to HE double hockey sticks, but I just go with the flow, right? That's the way life is sometimes. So anywho, my original plan was to stay at the provincial park. I want to stay mostly at provincial parks because they offer a little ambiance that RV parks don't. But I got lucky here today. I'm at the Emory Bar RV Park, which is actually across the Trans-Canada Highway from the Emory Creek Provincial Park. They were sold out, which is so rare because this is middle of the week. You know, if you tried to get in on a Friday, yeah, Saturday, forget it. Yeah, I get it. Long weekends, forget it. But it is so rare that they sell out because it's first come, first serve across the street. And they only got 35 sites, 3 of which are doubles. But the worst part is they had idiots holding sites with camping chairs. Really? I can't believe the park operator would allow that because you got to pay to play. If you paid for the site, it can be empty. You don't need to save it because it's whatever. Anyway, it's just one of my pet peeves. But anyway, the site I have here is fairly nice. In fact, the young lady who rented it to me said, hey, it's actually a good site. So I don't really have neighbors. I got neighbors from California across the road there, and there's a pump house over there. My next neighbor is kind of over the berm, so I do have some privacy, and I do have full hookups, and this is much cheaper than Vancouver, because where I'm at here at 28775 Trans-Canada Highway, I'm kind of a couple kilometers south of Yale, the village of Yale. So I'm in the hinterland. I'm in the middle of nowhere. So the prices kind of reflect that. $39 Canadian, very cheap. RV parks in Bridal Falls, Chilliwack, Abbotsford, Langley per night with full hookups, they're going to be $65, $70. You know, with the tax, probably even more than 70. But I like it. I actually have stayed here in the past, especially the only time I've actually stayed here is when across the street is full and I got nowhere else to go. So yeah, I'm enjoying the full hookups. Not gonna lie. Got the air conditioning going because, you know, I'm paying for the electricity, so I might as well use it, right? So what else didn't go to plan? Yeah, I went to leave the RV park, which the lot that I was at, I was there for, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 weeks. And I go to put my awning in, and I've already unplugged. Suddenly, there's like no power. And I've already unplugged, so I'm not running off of my converter. I'm not running off of shore power. I'm running off of the battery packs. But, you know, I got a Go Power 160 watt on the top, and it's always just, you know, runs the lights, you know, all the basic stuff, right? And it just wouldn't allow my power awning to come in because it's electric awning, right? I don't have a manual one. So I plugged her back in, and then it allowed me to have enough juice. So I'm wondering what's going on here. I got an idea. I think probably just the coach batteries are getting a little old. And what I have done in the meantime, if you notice, I am plugged in to a battery charger. So what I've done, I've got this baby going. I actually got a 3 12-volt system, so I've got two here and one down below. But if you notice, I've got it charging on 4 amps, and it's flashing at just above 50%. So as far as I'm concerned, 50% is dead. So I think I just need to charge it. I've just been not keeping it charged. And that was a bit of a concern because of, obviously when I'm boondocking, I got to run the shower off of a 12-volt pump. So no flushy, no washy without 12 volts. So, but there's workarounds. I've got the new EcoFlow Delta. I can always plug in for that. So I could have a short one of the batteries. One of the batteries probably need to be replaced, maybe all 3. Yes, this is the one thing about these campsites here, either at Emory Bar or at Emory Provincial Park. You've got the trains coming through here. This is the edge of the Fraser Canyon, and the trains come through all the time, all night. Now, I've seen so many RV parks near trains, and I've even lived near trains. It don't bother me. But if it bothers you, well, keep driving. But the road pretty much follows where the trains go, because you know, British Columbia is a very mountainous region. So don't think you can drive another hour north on the Trans-Canada Highway and find a place that doesn't have trains, because the trains follow the main highways, right? It's just the way it is. So anyway, let's go for a walk. Now, the beautiful part of the Emory Bar RV Park is it does have a really nice little store that's open during the day, like typically 9 to 5. And they're even licensed to sell liquor, which is quite rare, but in small communities, you find that quite common. And they got bakery items. Yeah, it's kind of nice. So if you want something, you don't have to drive all the way into Hope, which is not far, maybe about 15-20 minute drive. And there's a bunch of people that stay here year round. I think you can get a site for somewhere around $5,000 a year, which is not bad, but I think you got to pay for your own electricity. And the internet is really, really crappy here. So you're gonna probably need Starlink or use your cell phone. Even the cell phone's a bit spotty, but it does work. And I'll walk you down to the store so you can get an idea of what this place looks like. But so I think it's a mix. People that are, you know, living on the cheap out here in the country. You can always tell the people that are here year round because they got a lot of stuff. And they look like they're homesteading. And then you got people like me just passing through. We got garbage bins over there. They look like they need to be serviced before the raccoons get at them. So it's the thing, but people forget that when you're in the forest here, you got bears and raccoons. And whatever the raccoons or bears don't make for a mess, the crows in the morning will spread the trash even more. So that is the mighty Trans-Canada Highway, the longest east-west highway in North America. Forget Interstate 10, Interstate 90, Interstate 80, forget it. Trans-Canada Highway, way longer. Runs coast to coast. Victoria to St. John's. Oh good, the train is about to end. I was expecting that. So if you stay here at the Emory Bar RV Park, you'll also be treated to a caboose. You can go up there and check it out. I'm sure it's all locked up. I don't want people doing anything stupid, but you can walk up there and take some pictures. And I believe the store is now closed, so I think their midweek hours they close at 5, but fuel's not bad. $1.49.9 per liter. Keep in mind low clearance on the inside, so if you're an RVer, take the outside. So there you go, there's the Hope River RV Park. And it looks like the people that work here live upstairs. There you go, the fruit stand during in season. And it is a beautiful day here. So that is about it from the Emory Bar RV Park. And I shall be heading north tomorrow for places unknown. I'm hoping I'm not cursed here with the first come first serve problem, because there's another RV park, or not RV park, provincial park that I've stayed at many times, and it is mostly, if not completely, first come first serve. So being that we're on the cusp of the weekend, I don't know. So anyway, hey, if you got money, just find an RV park. So I think the provincial parks are slightly more popular, even though they have less services, because they are cheaper. Oh, hey, we got kids waving for the YouTubes. Say hi to the YouTubes. Even the kids can recognize a guy with a selfie stick. So in the meantime, folks, stay safe, keep your wheels on the ground. Talk to you soon. Over and out.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.